Hello, welcome to another interview with Dissonant Waves. Once again, they are the musicians that are probably most referenced on our show. It is Shude and Jolto of We Will Look Back at You and Love You Forever, joining us, Ritz, Trix, and Domino.
Hello.
Hello.
And what's your band again? I'm sorry.
Oh, outrageous. We will look back at you and love you forever. 5 exclamation marks. No spaces. There we go.
And don't forget to mention exactly which one of those letters is capitalized as well. It's
W W L.
Just the W. Is it all of them?
Tricks, do not look at the reference point that they have.
Well, this is all lowercase, so
which means
it's still official. It's still licensed. Yeah.
I mean, you have always stylized your acronym in lowercase, despite it being all in uppercase and that. Which, that's just perfect.
We're subversive. We're often a fan of just saying BLAF, but BLAF sort of doesn't make much sense because it appears nowhere in the acronym. But it's
love you at
forever. But it's BLAF.
How about Will Bayliff?
Will Bayliff? Yeah, we used to go WeWillBlaff, which is where we got BLAF from, but WeWillBlaff also didn't make any sense. But Will Bayliff?
Will Bayliff?
It's got a certain ring to it.
Say it enough times and then you'll get there.
Will Bayliff. Will Bayliff. It's okay.
In 100 years, it'll just be Will Bayliff, just as like a name.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Explaining the shirt in 10 years.
Anyway,
I don't think you can explain that shirt in 6 months.
Yeah, it'll be difficult.
Everyone will already know.
They'll be like, "Oh, that's Will Bayliff."
Yeah.
Y'all have a new album apparently. You didn't tell us much about it, but it apparently exists.
Yeah, we kept the details vague because, to the sake of mystery, I suppose,
and art.
But yes, we have Just Dance 2017 coming out.
Yeah.
Hopefully later this month.
Yeah.
So is that actually the confirmed title?
Yep, we're gonna.
Yeah, because I do remember you did post on your Instagram story asking if you would get into any legal trouble, which, I mean, I guess the real answer is, if Ubisoft even finds out that you exist, that's a world I want to be in.
Yeah.
Whatever happens after that, I don't think matters.
They'll find out when they try and put Claustrophobic Pop Hate song in the next Just Dance game.
Yeah.
Oh no, we had a reply. Oh, pardon.
Will it be on the Wii?
That would be cool to do.
That'd be amazing.
We have no plans to put it on the Wii.
How can we do that?
I
channel, probably.
Yeah, it's possible.
We'll figure it out.
Okay.
We'll do like custom DS mods for it too. Yeah.
At the very least, like a custom Wii case, like. For
that's all right. There we go. That's a good idea. Yeah. All right.
All right. So, Just Dance 2017, the new album coming out at some point at the end of the month, probably, hopefully. If you're listening to this in the far-flung future, this is January 2026. New year, new album. Look out for it.
Mm-hmm.
So, what is the album?
Well, it was originally not an album. That's step one to understanding it, I think.
Hell bent on making an EP. Like throughout all of the creation of it, we were like, "This is an EP. We're keeping it just EP length. We're doing like 4 or 5 songs and no more than that."
Yeah, and then we kept making some of the best songs that we've ever heard. that we've made.
I mean,
and we were like,
"That's on the level."
Yeah, and we kept going, but this has to be in it.
Yeah.
This has got to be in it. This has to be in it. And then it got to the point where we were looking at the sampling folder and it's like 8 or 9 songs. And we thought, there's nothing possibly that we can cut from this because we're such perfect musicians.
Of course.
You know?
Yeah.
So we forced our hand.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll make an EP eventually.
I mean, the world is your oyster.
Yeah,
you have that One Wing G-esque album still happening, I'm sure.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. And another mixtape.
Yes.
This is like How would you describe this album?
I reckon it's kind of like a little bit. It's simultaneously sort of like the most refined and maybe one would say mature our sound has ever been.
Oh,
But it's also like very intentionally quite disjointed. Like there's a lot of different ideas being played around with, a lot of different. I don't know. Like some songs jump pretty quickly from like
Yeah.
Adrian Lenker sample with Young Lean on top, straight to this very somber piano, straight to like full screamo, full sending, like getting a blister on my thumb, and all in the course of like 2 minutes or whatever. And I think people will enjoy it a lot. So far, a few people have heard it, and they've all spoke fondly, but maybe this was
Because the few people who have heard it are also coincidentally our loved ones. So it's sort of like
Well,
But
you
yeah,
do
no,
you
that's-
do
that's
say throwing around like a bunch of new ideas and stuff like that, but that hasn't really been something you two have been a stranger to, especially since
true.
we've last discussed. Obviously, when we did that interview a couple of years ago, that was in your second album, the self-titled, as it was called. But since then, you've also had quite a bunch of other projects and been thrown around. Just off the top of my head, I know there was that EP split with a couple bands on it. I know Godfuck was on there. I think it was Salem's was on there as well, and Summer 2000, which all kind of had the Animal Crossing theme kind of thrown into there. Obviously, there was the Crywank cover album that you two did as well, which, again, probably threw into the most out there idea in which you made a coherent album. And last but not least, the last album you put out last year, which threw yourself more into kind of the trap rap direction, just even as a mixtape. So it's not like this whole throw new ideas is different to you. So I'm more kind of curious, like, if you are going into even more new ideas, how is that like a departure from claustrophobia pop here again, or are you kind of just thrown back into what you can do with that kind of sound?
I reckon, like, broadly in the album, there is a lot less of reliance on putting everything under, like, 9 layers of distortion, which I think some people might be upset about. There's still a lot of very noisy moments, don't worry.
some of the noisiest.
But it's definitely, thinking about, like, reflecting on Yabby Time, there's a lot more layers, and a lot less of them have an intense, layer of noise on top of them all.
Which is... It means that we have at least 2 projects which just crash every single time because they have
we
more
can't
layers.
open some of the Ableton sets. We have 2 that we've got one that we just need to do the final touches on, and you cannot export it, so we have to like resample out the whole thing every time we're ready. Which is fine, but not ideal.
I've been there. I understand. Not Ableton, but close enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's like, I don't know. There's some elements which really do, because we had the mixtape and we had, as you said, the Crywank cover album, and then we had, and this split and everything else, and there are, it's like, it's very dialectical, you see, the way in which our our sound works. Sure. The way in which Black works. But I think like there's a lot of it in there which reminds me a lot of some of the tricks that you showed me during during the mixtape, in terms of like just purely like mixing and using Ableton and like that sort of thing. But then also there are some parts which remind me a lot of Self-Titled, in terms of like there's some classic Blaff stuff there, but it is just so much more like, it's so much more refined, I suppose, as you said, and it's mixed with, Adrian Lenker, Young Lean, samples. So,
it's still very like us, I reckon. I think Self-Titled is probably the release it's closest to, just with its sort of usage of like, I don't know, just there's a certain intentionality that was kind of not there in Yabby Time in the same way. But it's still, it's still quite stupid in a lot of ways, but in a way that...
I mean, I could also argue on Self-Titled there are aspects in the production that would kind of be seen on Estrelita as well. Like, I can remember kind of like part way through it, or like I'd say halfway through it, it's got kind of those trap beats going on.
Yeah, 100%. And there's a little bit more, like, There's probably a little bit of
Well, there's not that much.
there's not that much sort of
No.
trap stuff going on this album, but probably
A little bit.
yeah, more than Yabby Time, but yeah, I think self-titled is probably the album I'd say it's closest to.
Yeah.
How many health samples are there this time?
There's less samples than usual.
Because I love Footsteps Falling Freestyle because that sounds like it's just ripped from the Max Payne 3 soundtrack.
Yeah, there's a lot less. Probably before we send off the album to the distributors, we should add a few more cartoons and TV shows and things. Because I think the longest sample is a Disco Elysium sample. I'm not sure if any of you are familiar.
I'd need to still
and
play
there's
for
like-
that game properly, admittedly, but
Yes, you do.
yeah.
I started
100%.
it, and that's it.
We sample a lot more songs too. Like
Yeah, there's some like
yeah.
sampling in a more traditional sense. Like,
Yeah,
as we
yeah.
said, Adrian Lanker and Young Lean, as well as can't remember. There's something else. Well, we do.
Drake.
Yeah, we sampled Drake as well. We do sample Drake and also do lyrical interpolation from Kanye, and I'm hoping everyone understands
That we're not- yeah.
There's no endorsement on either of those people.
I mean, you did start out with
yeah.
AI Peter Griffin, so I feel like
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
We've always got ourselves in a little bit of trouble. But I also think that sort of connects to that's for me. That's part of the reason we named it Just Dance. Is sorry, I say dance too British, but
That's too British.
it's because there's some callbacks to like various like pop songs, including either the final track or the second last track. It is almost entirely built around both the lyrics or chord progressions and in different times of "Closer" by the Chainsmokers.
Oh,
Um,
I'm disgusted and impressed.
No, you were gonna. It's so good.
probably my favorite from the album.
Yeah.
But you know, in that sense, it's kind of like Just Dance. It's filled with a bunch of. And 2017's probably around the rough period. Maybe we'll bump it up a year.
I mean, I can definitely see that though, because "Closer" by the Chainsmokers is definitely a song I think of when I think of like Just Dance soundtrack.
Yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
There's I could
and
go
honestly,
on.
like 2017, that's when I graduated.
Yeah.
perfect.
I could ramble for ages about like the pop culture samples and you know how we use everything like that because it's so I love it. It's so fun, but it's also I don't know. It's important to me. I think about BLAF, you know, as a project. To be honest, yeah.
I mean, is there anything else that's being forwarded in the new album as far as like communism, socialism, some more of that like Mao readings?
That's a good question.
Yeah, I don't know if there's as much like explicit political content in this album. I mean, it's still very important to like our creative process. Something we think about constantly while we're making music is like, you know, does this in some way reflect or encourage or whatever the sort of the better world we're fighting for or whatever. But I don't know if there's too much. I feel like I'm forgetting something. There's probably like at one point where the entirety of State and Revolution is like read out or something that I've completely blanked from my head. But
I think
And I know I asked that jokingly, but I feel like the last moments of the last album are some of the most impactful. Going from shouting out Mao to telling me to crash my car.
yeah. Shout out Mao. I think with the sort of like the political stuff, you know, we've got plans for a more explicitly politically referential EP, which might end up being anything at this point. Just because something that's like more cohesive and coherent in terms of that narratively, I suppose, and musically. But like even the name Just Dance 2017 is political to me, because it's just like a lot of the political references are the pop culture references, or at least, you know, I see them that way because it's just this sort of this absurdity of, you know, everyday life. Like everything's just sort of Just Dance 2017. You know, it's just like the reference to just this constant cultural commodity production and commodification. Like everything's just bullshit. Basically, is the sort of overall thematic political messaging. You know, fucking Drake, Kanye West. Like it's just like it's this close up by the chain smokers. You know,
There's a reference at some point to the current Doritos ad campaign,
oh my god, yeah,
which is something that we feel completely
nauseous
about all the time.
I've actually might be the most out of the loop here because I actually don't know about that Doritos campaign. Maybe I'm just in the right circle.
I don't know either.
I might be in the right circle jerks here. I feel like I should know about this more than you two should.
Yes.
Can you describe the ad campaign?
I think I missed the newsletter.
Doritos reach out, and it's like it's sort of like a mental health oriented. So it's this, especially in the stand.
No, okay, yes, I do know what it is. Apologies, because that's actually a couple years old.
Oh, really?
Is it?
The
Well, we've
Doritos.
become aware of it recently.
The Doritos reach out. Yeah, that is. I thought it was like a new one, but yes, I do know what you're on about. But I'll let you two speak on about it.
Go.
Just fucking. I remember seeing the ad for the first time recently on like YouTube or something, and just thinking, what the fuck is going? Like, it's this Dorito-headed guy going on for a minute about mental health awareness, and then just ending with Dorito supports reach out, and it's just this like. It made me feel absolutely. So you're I was like, so you're trying to get me not to kill myself so I can buy more Dorito. Like the sort of the way in which it was. And then at another point, I remember having a packet of Doritos, and you were here. We had all gone on this holiday to this place up in the Otways, and there was this massive. We had this massive bag of Doritos, and had like the purple like reach out stuff all over it. And I just like stood there laughing at it, and then I held up this shitty plastic ugly purple red packaging to everything, like just the most beautiful environment you can imagine outside. And I was like, this is Doritos reach out is the thing that's killing people. Like it's like this is this is why. But it's just so awesome. It's just so
weird
cool.
to think that it's like a profitable thing you can do. It's like if there's a good thing for your company. Like there's a team of like advertisement executives all in the room, and they're like, you know what we got to do? Like this is how we can make the next campaign that'll like bring us in the big bucks and like show everyone that we're the best or whatever.
Doritos cares about you.
Doritos cares about you. Everyone feels a little chipped sometimes, and
What the fuck are you talking about?
I don't think I've seen the one with the stand-up comedian. Thank fuck. They definitely had it a couple years. They probably rebranded it again just for the sake of how it is. But it admittedly feels really fucking weird when a fast food, especially when junk food is usually linked to poor mental health and overconsumption as well, which they don't want you to know about. George Carlin this. In that kind of case, it feels very kind of disingenuous to have that kind of whole. Oh, here's an ad that's supposedly about mental health, and then it's actually just for Doritos.
yeah,
In a different way, it feels very much like the old Dr. Pepper 10 ads. I don't know if
It's
you're
not for
familiar
women.
with those. Yeah, they're not for women, they're just for men. That was the whole ad campaign.
Unfamiliar.
Great,
This
awesome.
is like 2010.
I'm
Dr. Pepper
also
10 because it was
reminded
10 calories.
of that tweet that it's like, is credit card brand a feminist icon? Does cereal brand care about you?
Yeah, is Lockheed Martin my friend or whatever? Like
Yeah.
it's that sort of thing. Yeah. It's like abstract company which is just trying to make you buy things is 100% has a personality that cares about you. That's just the truth of the universe.
And
It's
they're
good.
into like
It's
really big
fun.
statements that they think will connect with their target audience, whatever that is.
Yeah. Everything's slop, and that's what's been pissing us off recently.
We prefer our slop 100% human grade.
Yes. I will not use AI to make a fucking episode art thing. Jesus Christ. Imagine.
Which, I mean, we did back when AI art was like a new thing.
Yeah.
Did we?
Yeah, we did the Dolly Mini of Dissonant Waves.
I think I can somewhat remember that. I can remember the Dolly Minis. That was a whole, like... Oh, here's a fun little... All these images look like complete dog shit.
Oh, yeah, that's why
No
it was fun. It looked
recollection.
like shit.
Yeah.
They were way cool. That was so cool.
So I want to get a little back on topic, but onto a different topic as well. So, are you ever going to finally, especially since you got a new album coming out, properly tour it? And if so, should I warn Sydney Music to update their website again so you don't break it?
I would love to so much. The fun part about this album is that when it's released and for quite a bit afterwards, I will be in like how many days? In 6 days, I'm leaving the country and living in Mexico for 3 months. And then as soon as I'm coming back to Australia, this guy's living in Mexico for 2 months.
Yeah, my bad.
Wow.
Wow.
So this unfortunately this album we are really keen to get it out, but we aren't able to give it like the proper tour we'd like to just yet.
Yeah.
But you know, Mouse Tui did their Into the Morgue full album show like 4 years after the album came out. So
I think it was exactly 5 years or something after.
Okay,
so you got an even extra
Mouse
one.
is going to be selling Awkward like 193 days after. It's not going to be anything. It's gonna be like, you know.
But yeah, I would love to eventually do like a proper tour. But I think if we did that, we'd want to do something really like, I don't know, we'd want to. I love our live sets. We have a lot of fun, but you know, I want a proper like instrumentation and like, you know, there are some parts of our set where we're both just sort of standing there dancing while it's sort of wide through the systems, and I'd want something that's quite a lot more like dynamic or whatever.
Yeah.
We'd want to.
Well, actually, we can go a bit more actually into your live sets because I believe since we've last interviewed, you only did the one live set. The last time we interviewed, I believe, which was the Freezer and Keratin show. You two have actually had quite a couple of live sets since then. Opening, you know, admittedly only for bands about the same unpopularity or slightly bigger, but still getting quite a bunch of opening slots in Melbourne. Obviously, 704 West High Street brought you up to Sydney as well for Great Southern Nights to do a set as well, which I was there. That was a fun night. How would you say your live sets have changed since that first one?
Honestly, well, the first one we had the wrong type of microphones. There was feedback the entire time. Like, the main thing is that we've just learned how to do them sort of more effectively. And then also, you know, we've changed the songs around a lot, and I think we've gotten a little bit better at, like, stage presence.
Oh, but it was so good to begin with, though.
It was, yeah.
It's hard to improve, you know.
I think, you know, we used to love doing the sort of... I think our first set we did dressed as wizards, and I'd love to start doing things like that again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I don't know how much our sets really had changed in the time. We got a little bit better at the things we were using. I'd like to bring the guitar back. If I can get... Because originally I don't think I did any sort of singing live during our first few sets, or I avoided it.
Yeah.
So I could have the guitar plugged in for the whole thing, but now we both like to do vocals, so I need something bigger so I can have the guitar in the whole time too. Hopefully we'll get a theremin involved at some point.
That's right.
Hell yes. In the wizard costume, I hope.
Yeah, it could be the sickest thing.
So, yeah, I mean, when we both are back in Australia, I think we'll probably start preparing, like some, a real good live set that we're confident to bring around Australia.
Yeah, it was my 21st birthday present right there.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah, that's what I'm working on.
So yeah, we might even do. We've toyed around with the idea of live sets being not even really involving a backing track and just like live doing like Ableton. Well, Ableton's kind of really good for live electronic music, but our songs have such different things going on. It's never made much sense. But I think when we get back, it might be worth looking into like having a proper like these are the drums that we'll live program for each different song, like almost like it is our instruments in the computer rather than a backing track and like one or two instruments that we switch to randomly.
Well, from memory, and the Sydney show as well, you did live sample during your set as well. I believe of you three making a banana smoothie.
Yes, true. There was that. Yeah, that was a good bit. We'll do things like that more. I like the performance art element of
100%.
our sets, because I think we have a lot more room to do that when we aren't, tied down to a specific instrument, which, would be cool to be good enough at an instrument to be tied down to one. But, in the meantime, it's fun. It's fun when we can sort of make up for what we maybe lack in a sort of constant engaged playing with something with...
Yeah.
Blending a smoothie, which was delicious from memory.
It was pretty good.
I remember really enjoying that.
Yeah.
From memory, you just literally put in bananas and like the banana milk oak.
Yeah.
It was a vanilla milk.
It was a vanilla milk.
So that's
wow.
it was like a vanilla banana kind of. There might have been one
Banana
other
cream.
Oh, you might be right. I think that's just it.
But yeah.
So it wasn't too hard for it to be good because it was just a sweet drink that tastes good plus a
Banana
fruit.
Yeah.
So.
Who doesn't like a
We
sweet
did a
drink?
good job.
Yeah, I mean, I got a Fago.
I don't know if I've had that.
Have you heard of the Insane Clown Posse?
It's the Juggalo soda.
Wow.
Ooh,
Okay.
We should blend one on stage.
They shake up the 2 liters and like spray them all over the shows.
Yeah,
Hell yes, we should do
launch them.
that. Juggalo style. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, for sure.
Trix, do you have a question?
Sure. I got a off-topic one.
Hell yeah.
Because I love throwing curveballs. Favorite thing you found at a thrift store?
Wait, let me think. Because I might have. I'm just trying to figure out if there's one I can think of that is like in my near vicinity. I go to the op shop, as we call them. We don't call them thrift stores.
Some
I go to
people
the
do.
op shop.
Cultural
Really, I
imperialism.
think it's cultural imperialism at its finest.
What is
It might also be. I mean, we mostly call them op shops up here in Sydney as well, but there might be a bit of a, I guess, universal. I guess that's probably the wrong word to use, but I've definitely heard it called thrift store, or thrift shop around here as well. I mean, usually when thrift shop, you're usually referencing Malcolm Moore, but I've heard the name thrown around here. It's not that uncommon.
What is the op mean?
I opportunity.
But as far as I'm concerned, no shops are opportunity shops. So.
I think I got a good Five Nights at Freddy's Nightmare Freddy plush. It's like 14, and that was kind of lit.
Hell yeah.
There was something. Oh, I got like a shirt with this random like family on it on like their Disney tour or whatever, and that was kind of cool.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I'd say that's it.
Would
I've
you
had,
ever
like,
think
pretty
about?
good, like-
I got an important question here. Would you ever think about upcycling that shirt into merch?
I think if we do a merch run soon, I reckon it will probably be something along the lines of getting a bunch of different shirts and imparting our wisdom onto it and reselling them.
Well, we have a friend who's
Yes.
supposed to make a piece of merch for us.
Yes, we've commissioned a friend, and it's been a while in the making. But they're making a
Cape?
Yeah,
It's a cape.
So there will be a one-off official Blaff cape that we'll auction off at some point.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Now, will wearing the cape at the show be required?
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
If you have it and you're at the show, we're going to be really upset if you don't bring it.
Like, I just imagine like a scene like necromancy with the wizards on stage and everyone wearing the cape, chanting along.
Oh, that would be good. Yeah. We could do some ritual stuff.
Yeah, we could.
Yeah,
We could.
like
Yeah,
ritual
sure,
stuff,
we'll do
you
some
know.
ritual stuff.
Yeah.
Dominic, I'll throw the next
Hell
question
yeah.
on to you.
Yeah. I noticed that with the last album, Estrelita, it was very much more in like a trap hip hop kind of direction, which you did talk about last time. I'm curious if you found a lot of new creative energy that way, because it felt like it, and if that is more guiding what's coming next than just doing claustrophobia pop, as little as genres actually matter.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was a sort of reminder that, the gift of being in Blaff is that you can kind of fuck around and do whatever we want. Like, we never really tied ourselves to a genre too hard. I guess first and foremost we'd be considered a bedroom screamo band, but I think we've vaguely sort of moved away from that label despite the screaming in bedroom production. We have a single coming out on the 8th, which hasn't been announced, which I need to announce because that's 3 days away.
Oh my god,
or
what?
4 days away. And it's a quite classically bedroom screamo sort of song. It's got an Adventure Time sample. It's got our 2.5 member who couldn't make it to this interview, but
Yeah. And we hate them for it.
yeah. But I think Estrella was good for like both getting us more comfortable with collaborating. I mean, a lot of people would say they'd be down and then never came back, and that's just part of the process. It also I think it helped with confidence in just production skills in general, because with that sort of genre, there was less room for maybe more slip, slop, distort sort of stuff.
I mean, it feels
yeah,
like
I'd say
it feels like you built a really good rampway because you did the Crywank album, and that I imagine too probably helped structure you into like this is how you make an album, like the official way. Then apply that to what comes next, right?
Yeah. So I think we've developed our production a lot, and we've also developed our confidence in kind of running around with other genres. There's only one feature on the upcoming album. I don't want to confirm it just yet because they keep pushing back when they'll have it done by, and there's a non-zero chance that it's just not ready in time for when we're aiming to release the album. No, I'll say their name. Adnam, who's kind of a local rapper who's got just like such a good stage presence. Like he was immediately quite keen to hop on something in this album, and like, you know, we figured if we were going to do just like one feature, we do someone who's just like constantly boosting other people up in the scene, like always organizing these sick shows. He helped us realize, you know, when we posted that story about the name, he was like, you know, usually trademarks and brand stuff, they're more strict on imagery rather than the names, so
which is why Just Dance 2017, the title, the cover art, it's just the box. It's just Just Dance box.
But yeah, I think Extra Yuga was like really good for us.
Yeah.
And we will do another mixtape. It was fun as and you know, I don't know if any of you are familiar with Teklinto, who I would consider my sort of personal main inspiration or favorite artist or something.
I'm not.
He has a real habit of this sort of like indie-tronica, like kind of atmospheric, like beautiful albums. Then his next one will be a mixtape with a very similar sort of like kind of like moany groany rap stuff. And I think that's sort of, you know, it's nice to know that one can sort of mess around like with, you know, having that sort of more relaxed sort of, you know, more disjointed, and then, you know, go back to what they like making and still maintain an audience who is fond of both, or at least patient for whatever path they like or whatever. But we will do a little tape like that.
So I will actually continue on with Esther Leader here for a minute. I know we've done an interview talking about the new album and we're talking about the old one, but from memory, you actually kind of released the singles by pushing them to FBI radio and premiered it on 704 West High Street.
I think a few of the songs for the tape did come out that way, and then a lot of I think some of the songs you'll hear on this album are currently listenable on FBI radio. Most of them older versions, but I think the single that's about to come out is on the FBI radio.
I think you also released one on Rift of the Necrodancer, or something like that. I think you did that. But I'm actually going back to the 704 West High Street because it's a case of, I guess, since we've last interviewed, it feels like you've gotten around a bit more, kind of just in people's knowledge. I remember I was talking to Tyler after Your Arms Are My Cocoon, in which I actually asked about claustrophobia pop, and I found it kind of funny that he kind of did already know of you guys in a sense because of that Scrams in Australia compilation.
Yes.
I think Tyler was more coded on claustrophobia from obviously Elizabeth Whitington, but you know, that's still having, like, in this case internationally had some acknowledgement. Obviously you've done that collab with Godfuck and Summer 2000 as well, and then even just, I guess, in the local scene kind of being recognized by a lot of artists. I know the kind of Campbelltown scene that's kind of building up here as well. There are a bunch of artists there that do recognize you as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I guess, like, probably the ego question to ask is, how does it feel to kind of somehow, despite having probably one of the most hard to listen to sounds, like, in the sense of general accessibility, still have kind of gathered both a fan base and or just a listener base, I guess.
So good. It's like crack.
So we even have I don't know if they'll watch. I mean, yeah, like we've got people now who are like real like fan types. Well, at least one. And that's, that was.
I was gonna say the one wearing the shirt.
Yeah.
Of course. But it's an amazing feeling. It's I think it's quite shallow to say, especially with all my political beliefs. I have a desire for a level of attention and popularity, to be fair, which I know is a rough thing to have when your favorite style of music to make is weird screamo. But I mean, it's a brilliant feeling, and I'll go on a slight side tangent. But we'll go back to it. But you just mentioned
circle back.
Yeah, we'll circle back.
Yeah.
Just a little. You mentioned Jarvis Mac.
Yes, true.
I don't. This is weird. I feel like an insane fan when I do this, but they're so important to Blaff. Like they were like the main inspiration. It was while we were both listening to the deluxe edition that we were like, yes, we're really gonna do it. We're gonna make music.
a band. Yeah.
So we both have like your arms from my cocoon tattoos designed by one of our dear friends.
Oh my god, they're not showing up at all.
I don't know.
No, they are. They're a little blurry, but they're a little blurry on my side, but you can make it out.
Holy shit!
Tyler has seen them.
There's an awful photo of both of us. With,
the lighting is awful, and we're doing this like faces.
Been in the pit.
I sincerely hope
hours.
the YouTube AI lets that be the image for the video.
But yeah. Oh, going back to the having attention and being.
Well, I will ask a little side tangent on this one as well, and I guess is there anyone that you've been surprised by that actually has like known your music?
Oh.
I mean, he's not particularly popular. Like, he's probably a similar level of listeners to us, but when we did post on our story something about, like, oh, who wants to collab or anything, and Adnam was like, yeah, I'd be so keen. My favorite song is Sober. And I was like,
what?
I wanted to know you knew us, too. You have a favorite song. So that was kind of hype.
I think every time we reach out to anyone who had, like, Summer 2000, or when we've messaged Crowing before or something, and they've gotten back to us, even if they like actually didn't know us initially, it's just sort of like, what the hell, there's always the surprise that someone whose art I think is so amazing like gives us their time. We greedily take it, of course. But yeah, I mean, on the fan popularity thing, as many on the fan popularity on the popularity thing, as many people who are willing to, the more people who are willing to kill for Blaff, the better. Because right now it's just us two, and we need to bump those numbers up. We need like a legion.
Yeah. We're starting a militia. That's our next project.
Yeah.
Or is it cult? I can start looking at compounds.
I mean,
it's
like,
cool.
we're an impartial third party, but also I feel like we've been doing some of the work too. Just Sholto Jude. Constantly.
That's right. Yeah. Well, keep doing it.
More than Origami Angel somehow. I feel like your names just keep cropping up.
It's people like you three and like FBI Radio that just like, really give us like a shot and really let people know, hey, if you like weird things, here's some
if you're
weird
fucked
music.
up and odd.
Oh shit! Actually, have y'all listened to Food House?
Oh, like Guppy and Fraxium?
Yeah. I was listening to Two House today, and I'm like, honestly, you two are like spiritually linked.
That could be true. There's a similar sort of like grabbing of pop culture and crazy noises.
Because you have Penn Island, which uses like Ocarina of Time, and they have a Credit Card Knife, which uses Final Fantasy X. It's like the base for that beat, and that itself is just like right there.
True.
We'll reach out to.
It's a much better comparison than 21 Pilots. Never been happy about whenever we've received that.
Yeah, now that you mention it, yeah, blurry face. I can see the Estra leader in that.
Yeah.
Actually, never listened to 21 Pilots.
Fair enough.
Good. Yeah.
We just like being mean to every other duo so that we can sort of remain
on top.
Now, I am going to throw a question that goes back into the last interview where I remember one of your plans that you kind of had was that you wanted to, I guess, enter a Triple J Unearthed competition by just uploading a random single. Have you done that yet?
No.
Fuck.
We should completely forgot about that, but we'll get on that.
Yeah, because I just want to, if they respond to us in any way, I want to see what the hell they have to say about that.
2026
yeah.
is
Yeah,
the
we
year.
need
The year is young.
Well, this
Yeah.
is something that actually we've talked about a little bit in terms of tangentially related to Triple J stuff. We're really bad at promo for anything, and also like just the well, not really bad at it. I reckon we'd be good. We'd be okay at it if we did it more. We just don't really do the like, you know, reaching out to places asking to play shows for one,
Or proper release cycles.
yeah, or
things like
proper
that.
release cycles, or
Yeah, and it'd be good to. I mean, I think the amount of attention we've garnered without doing much of that at all has been lovely.
Yeah.
Like I think about. I mean, it's in the most respectful way. We've got some very talented friends who put a lot into sort of promo and getting around and playing shows, who don't get as much attention as I think they deserve, but also not as much as we do when we kind of just do what we want. But I do think, if not for this album, then for whatever we do next, it'd be good to get a proper, like, you know, reaching out to journos and
doing business things.
I mean, you did try to do a bit of promo for Self-Titled, in which I believe it was like 10 days or something. You did a countdown where you did a post every day advertising. True. I think there was one day where you forgot.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, that's what.
Oh, the weirdest thing, we tried one of these, like, you know, they're kind of scammy or whatever. It's like, you know, you can with our thing, you can be a client and we'll help you reach out to music blogs or whatever. And we're like, okay, let's try it out. You know, it's like a one-time fee or whatever. And it was just like these, like, I don't know if it was really AI at the time, but it was things along that. There's just these copy-paste, like, they just would post on their blog, check out the new, and it was all these, like, weird, and that was weird. We're not doing that again.
I want to say, just hear me out on this, and I know this from some insider stuff. There are some publications which, if you do pay them, will guarantee you a spot in their best end of year list. Now, just saying.
Laughing best end of year.
Yeah. I mean, I was stupid enough to do it for free. But Rolling Stone, they probably, you know, slip them a couple of 50s
like
under the table. Probably number 99 in their top 100 Australian songs of the year or some shit like that.
Give them like $500,000.
Yeah.
We have lying around.
Yeah, I mean, the blood
shows pay us well.
Yeah.
Of course. Now, you can always just post interesting flyers around the city. Just like, do you want to get soberer?
Actually, going on with flyers as well, because this happened at the Sydney show. You passed around the little pamphlets during that on the world's saddest elephant, didn't you?
Yes, we did.
What was with that bit?
We had to frantically correct it beforehand, because we realized we printed an older version, and on the back it was like, thanks for like Freezer and Narcisol for playing the show with us in 2024 or whatever. And I'm like, oh.
So that's worth even more then.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
they're misprints basically.
Yeah.
Yes.
Actually, I think I still have mine hanging around here.
Hell yeah.
Memorabilia.
Yep. Right there. World's saddest elephant.
Might have the correction on.
Yes, it does.
Jesus. This resale. Look at the resale value.
It's
I gotta admit, I apologize. I don't think I've kept this in the greatest of conditions. You can see the you can see the little crinkles.
Still works.
I'm just saying PSA might not give this a 10.
Yeah,
more like a 5.
Yeah, more like a 4.
It was well loved though. That's what matters.
Exactly.
Tricks, you got anything?
Sure. Another off-topic one. What meal have you guys made most recently that you're most proud of?
I made a nice garlic risotto earlier this year for this guy and our 2.5 member, and that was kind of cool. I put some protein baby bells on an oven pizza the other day, and that was fine too.
Well, Christmas just happened, so I was doing I do a lot of cooking. So I made a Russian honey cake, which is like 10 layers, also known as medovik.
good.
10 layers
Very
of
good.
honey and sponge and cream. It's amazing. It's pretty fun.
Shit.
And
Shit.
I did 2 Christmas puddings, and I did the turkey, and as in made the Christmas puddings from scratch. But that's pretty easy. And then I made a massive tray of lasagna for one of my friends. It was just like that big and had Italian sausage and chopped up meatballs. But of course, well, I made the meatballs from scratch. Then I simmered them. Then it made me so angry doing it. But then I realized it does kind of make sense. And then you chop them up again, so it's basically just mince again. And then you put it into the lasagna. That's all. That's everything that I'm most proud of in the last month. That was yeah.
Big lasagna, hell yeah.
Yeah, it's that time of year.
Going back to the album a little bit. I don't know if you want to name songs, but what are you looking forward to performing live when you get that chance?
Nosebleed.
Yes, Nosebleed.
Which I think we've done live.
Yeah, we did it at the High Street.
Yeah,
704 High Street show.
And closer, the Chainsmokers one. That'll be really fun because there's a bit where we just go to town and really hurt our throats. And I think that'll be fun to end a show with.
And we've played one of the other ones which doesn't have a title, which is it's internally called Halogen AI, or is it Holstein Black Great?
Halogen
AI. It's not AI. I don't know why we name it these things. And we've played that twice live, and that's really fun too.
That is fun.
It's got we do a bit of chanting. Yeah.
The capes.
What else we do? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'll go back and ask. I think I asked this the last time, and you did give a pretty satisfying answer. Do you have any more covers, just straight up covers, not the samples, coming up again?
Not on this album.
Doesn't have to just be on this album.
In general, nothing in the works, but a lot planned.
We keep saying we should cover Imagine Dragons.
We don't say that.
We
we're never going to do that.
And it's gonna happen soon.
We're thinking of doing I'm forgetting his name. Billy Bragg?
Yeah, Billy Bragg.
We're thinking of doing a little Billy Bragg cover EP.
Yeah, with some of our favorites.
And then there's a few other pop songs we think would be fun to cover.
Like Radioactive.
Not like Radioactive.
Dragons.
Not like Radioactive by Imagine Dragons. But nothing being made yet.
No, yeah.
We're gonna make a suggestion. You did Amy Shark, right?
Yeah.
So what comes after A? B, Baby Shark.
Oh, that's really good.
Maybe.
Baby Shark.
I feel like you could fuck up some Baby Shark.
We could do something cool, I reckon. It's just we're late. I feel like we got to give it another 3 years before that's just kind of give it enough time that it would just sort of be funny to be doing again.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. You need to wait for the irony.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. The layers that we need to be on. Yeah.
Chick, so far a question onto you. Oh, Dominic, sorry, you seem to...
No, I was gonna ask, you were talking about kind of having some less layers in a way. I'm curious if that means you're going to be bumping up kind of the screaming into a more surfaced, heard kind of level. Because a lot of times it's very baked into the bed of sound.
Yeah, I'd say
there's some way. Yeah.
And a fair few of the songs you can really the screams cut through. There's also a lot more singing. I mean, I think there's still screaming in every single song, but
Yeah, there's somewhere it's basically it's the screaming is basically very soundscapey. It comes at moments where it's just sort of, as you said, everything else melded together. There are other points where it's either it stands out intentionally or just on its own, as in without sort of massive distortion, or it's pitched or otherwise messed with in such a way as to make it stand out more too. I'm thinking of the one where it's pitched up a bunch.
Yeah, we've got Simon's coming back, by the way.
So is that Simon?
There'll be another Simon.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's all over the place.
Well, actually, I'll think about it in that case. And if Simon's coming back, since I guess we had the cover album and the mixtape. So in terms of official albums, then, is kind of Simon going to be, I guess, the signature at the end of your albums, or just as a part of yours? You know how bands like the 1975 always start off with a song called the 1975. Do you think Simon will be like a trend that you have for albums going forward?
It might not always. We're sort of torn on whether we close off the album with Simon this time. I kind of feel like we should, but at the same time, the closer is how you spell closer, and the end of it also would work quite nice as a closer. So,
and it also wasn't officially, I guess, the closer of self-titled, because Adora was after it.
That's true.
Yeah, true. Oh,
second, we can have it as the semi-closer.
Yeah, something we'll figure something out.
Yeah.
I think I like it. I like tradition, of course. So no, I think it's fun to have Simon as something that we just like mess around with and have some sort of like, because I reference loops are really fun when you can refer back to something, callbacks, whatever. But and we love to do it in terms of pop culture, in terms of like things like closer. It's like, oh, look at this thing. Look at this signifier. This like cultural moment. But then if we're able, it's fun to be able to like create that and further, like the more and more times along this like chain of representation, we keep distorting it and changing it.
Well, speaking of distorting, so has your camera, apparently. I must apologise. It seems like we've lost you two for a little bit here.
No.
I think we are back. We are
lagging. Let me see if.
There you go.
I can switch to my mobile hotspot if there starts to be an issue.
Yeah.
Cool.
I think we are back for now, but that was probably the best timing for you two to have a fuck up.
Well, it's a classic Blaff thing is that we'll go, all right, let's get some music down, and then we'll spend 3 hours troubleshooting something. It'll usually just be that the hotkey to turn off my microphone has been on the whole time. But
yeah, it's good.
Glimpse into our process there with the camera cutting out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Technology is evil and hates us. It's really the motto. Yeah.
Yes.
So, Dominic, there's your interlude spot.
I mean, we can.
Yeah.
What does the drama department have to say?
What's the what?
What's the drama department have to say?
I don't know. I got that was a thrift store find.
Sick. Oh, that's awesome.
But do you have a question, Trix?
I'm thinking right now. It's
well,
like 2:30 a.m.
Yeah, I'll ask you a random off-topic one. So obviously we talked about shows and stuff that you have played, but what's been your favorite show that you've attended over the past 2 years? Not played, just attended.
2 years. Ooh.
In the Your Arms Will Make a Coon the second time. I mean, the first time was great too, but the second time was quite special.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, rip to not getting Godfuck at the Melbourne show. Apologies on that. Well, I guess my condolences.
My Melbourne Trap Orchestra, I've seen maybe 2 or 3 times since last interview. They're really fun. I think they're on hiatus again. But it's, like kind of semi-orchestral covers of like trap and hip hop songs. It's beautiful.
That sounds amazing.
And I really enjoyed that.
That Sydney Phillips gig at a church?
Yeah, there's a good Easter, Sydney Phillips, and a few others, like Lil Cat, I think maybe Dexter.
Yeah.
Mouse Tui. This one didn't make it, but when Mouse Tui played DJ set, it was gorgeous. The way it cuts out like the album does was amazing.
Was that the run at Rocksteady, or they played 2 in Melbourne, I believe?
It was a sitting venue, is all I can remember.
I was there for the because obviously we were there at the 5-year one for out of the hospital, which was afterwards, and then they played Sawhorse as well, and then they played a couple other for art the DJ set was. I can't remember where the non-Rocksteady were, like because the Rocksteady was the free one. I can't remember when the non one was.
Yeah, I think it costs money.
Yeah, I think it did.
I've got poor memory, but
I don't know. We've been to so many good gigs.
Yeah,
live music is awesome.
Yeah.
Anyone you're excited to see this year?
Well, I'm like away while General Roof is here, which is and then as far as like who's gonna be playing when I'm back, I don't know. I had to like save money because of this trip, so I haven't been going to as many shows as I would have wanted to. I mean, in general, it's an amazing like gift to really enjoy local music because I don't need to dry my bank account every time an artist I like comes over or whatever. Like I'm pretty happy seeing all the sort of local scrams and rap stuff.
Especially in Melbourne, where I'd say, especially for emo, it's definitely probably the most busiest down there.
It's good. It's good.
Yeah, I'm excited to see. Like I mean, I'll head off too at some point. But second half of the year, I'm just excited for seeing all the local artists again, and sort of like seeing how they've changed. Which ones are still around too, which ones, like if they've developed their sound, that sort of thing.
What happens in 6 months?
Yeah.
Plus, there is supposed to be that Asher Benson festival that's going to happen in Melbourne. I think in like the coming months or something as well. That's kind of been announced in the Could Be Stars Instagram story. Don't know fully who's going to play, but there's definitely some good kind of rumors on that one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Now that we've advertised other people's stuff, Tricks.
I got an off-topic one, as most of mine have been this evening. What was your favorite game you played last year? Doesn't have to have come out, just had to have played it.
Yeah, I mean, Disco Elysium finally playing and finishing that. I mean, I think I started like 3 years ago, but finishing it last year, that was a highlight. Obviously, Bellatro took the world by storm, and quite understandably. I don't know. I probably played more video games than I should at the moment, but Eternity Egg is pretty hype. It's buggy at the moment. I wouldn't recommend it until it's out of early access, but I at least had a blast. And there was another narrative-driven one that I found quite impactful, but I don't know. What about you? You don't play as many video games.
I don't, and you've said basically two of the ones I would like. Disco Elysium and Bellatro, but I sort of was playing video games maybe first quarter of 2020. This is usually how it goes with uni too. First quarter of 2025, I was playing games, and so that's I think when I finished Disco Elysium too, or like maybe the first third, and then I just get so busy that I'm like, I can't do any of that, and then until like right now again.
You're on Slay the Spire.
Yeah, I'm playing Slay the Spire at the moment.
I've played a bit of that. I haven't finished it or anything, but it is like every time I play it, it's just a lot of fun, and then I just don't touch it for another year.
Yeah, that's about me too.
Yeah. There you go. I love a roguelike deck builder. That's what I've learned about myself.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Bellatro and Slay the Spire, the two only ones of those.
The two of the big ones.
I mean, I was playing a lot of Bellatro as well when it came out. I think there's supposed to be like updates coming out for it in the form of either like DLC or a free update. But like the modding scene for it's fantastic. Like
it's crazy. Yeah. I'm playing Cryptid, and just I get a headache whenever.
Cryptid's a true fuck. I don't like losing this game. Let me just make everything overpowered. No, the actual fun one I played is the it's probably the most generic. Like, oh, of course someone's made this a fucking mod in a video game. It's the Pokemon mod for Bellatro.
It's good. It's balanced.
It feels like someone actually is like, okay, let's actually try to make something interesting there.
There's actually some good Bellatro mods out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's some that's just like quality of life stuff as well. Like I got it on the phone, and every time I play it on the phone, it's like, oh yeah, that's right. I can't just skip through all these fucking animations and stuff the way that I can on that.
Yeah.
Dominic, I'll throw the next question on to you.
Yeah. I guess something I might have asked this last time. I don't quite remember, but because you were talking about it was an EP and then it kind of grew to be more songs. Do you have any plans for any of the songs you may have cut before, or just kind of have lying around?
I think on the top of my head, there's only one song that was in a finished enough state that kind of got cut out of the album. Like, there was a few songs that were cut, but it's like, you know, we did nothing. We put the MIDI of Carefree by Kevin MacLeod in the project file. Like, fuck, we're gonna do some crazy emotional Kevin MacLeod.
And we're like, oh, yeah, this is hard.
But we have one song that's a nice kind of pretty intro track. I don't know if you even remember it. We like played it on like old MIDI piano or whatever, and just sort of gently sung to it. But we have a better intro track for the album now, and it didn't make sense to have two intro tracks. So
what are we gonna do with that?
I don't know. We could change up the vocals and put it into something, into that, you know, the fabled, explicitly Marxist sort of EP we're working on.
That's true.
But we'll see.
Another split along the way.
Yeah, I would. We've done a lot less collaboration the last 12 months than we would have. I mean, we had the SG through at the start of the year, but since that we've not done any splits. There's a tape that I can't remember if we've missed the deadline for, that I made something kind of weird for. Yeah, so it's all in a weird way right now, but hopefully when we get back there'll be a lot more. We have quite a few friends who we want to make stuff with, like IRLs. Shout out Mia.
And Scully.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess we've just been busy too. Like in terms of busy with the album and then not really thinking about necessarily different splits and EPs and stuff. But we should
get back on that.
Yeah, it's really fun.
I've always really liked the idea of being one of those bands where you like check their appears on, and it's like an absurd amount of weird splits with 1,000 different people.
Yeah.
So we should get to that. Maybe we can do our interim between this album, whatever major project we do next. Maybe we'll just do a bunch of fun little splits. We were gonna do something with not bad names, never mind. But a cool band that we like.
Yeah, I think we should. I mean, we should reach out to local scrams bands.
Scrams bands. Yeah. I was gonna say there is over the past year we've had more of a resurgence of bedroom scrams in this country. As I was mentioning, the Campbelltown scene I feel like is one where that's truly propping up. At least in Sydney, I'm sure. In Melbourne, there's probably some stuff out west as well that's doing something crazy. So I only know who you know, like what I do, whether or not you know some of these artists or not. But would you probably consider, have any artists in mind in these scenes or something that you would want to do a split with?
I still think it'd be fun to do one with Doris, because we're at least pretty friendly with we crashed on the floor of the guitarist.
I've got to apologize to you on that one. I think Doris is done as a band.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah.
Forgot about that.
Yeah, I think that tree might be a little dead. Apologies.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't actually know who we have in mind. We've got friends in. I'm just so bad with names. There's this one band that I love. Yeah, is that it? Yeah. Caleb.
Yeah, they are back. So that's probably a bit more of a possibility.
I'm excited for it. There
was talks of a split in a show, but then the year just got too busy.
Yeah,
but
we could get Caleb on our Marxist stuff too.
Yeah. Caleb's with us on that.
Yeah. That's what's important. We need a united.
And then as far as other, because it's not really as much of a thing to do splits. I think in the sort of more hip hop and trap stuff locally.
No, not really.
It wouldn't really make sense to do a split with Lil Cat or anything. It'd be cool, but it's not really the vibe.
It's more collabs. I feel like that happens than it is splits in the hip hop scene. Granted,
exactly.
my knowledge of that is less than you two, but
I'd love to start sponsoring and hosting a few shows, organizing a few shows for other bands too. In
Because
terms of,
we've organized maybe 2 gigs now.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
And it was, I mean, it's in tradition of us not putting much effort into like marketing and stuff. Both times it was the venue / like other organizers were like, hey, could you like
please
like do a thing? And we're like, sure, we'll do a thing. Like you got some good bands. We're like, yeah, we'll get some good bands.
Yeah.
It'd probably be fun to do a split with a lot of like our friends' bands. So it's like Mia the band.
Are they still called?
Blaney's gone.
No, they're
gone.
Everyone gives break with the
we're gonna last forever. I like the idea of a forever black. Like even if we take a long hiatus, I don't think we'll ever formally break up the band.
No,
because we'll obviously always be making music. Of course.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm thinking about there was that Juno Eclipse split kind of album last year that seemed pretty cool. I liked it a lot.
Yeah, that was Siphon, Charles Kanabuchi. I probably said that one wrong. Should Be Sweet and Juno Eclipse.
That was 4 bands each contributing 2 tracks, and it became like enough for an album. So that was interesting.
Yeah, it'd be cool to do something like that, I reckon.
Yeah.
And I think, honestly, I think when we get back to Australia, we should do a proper, like, not necessarily sit down, but we should just check out a lot of the local bands we've been sort of... Yeah. I think a lot of the bands, as you know, because we mentioned bands that keep breaking up, a lot of our, like, local scene knowledge is dated. We have been busy this year. Yeah. Like, even, like, with Blaff, like, the reason this album's taken so long, unfortunately, isn't because... we've spent so much time refining it. I mean, that's partially true, but also we just quite a bit of time to be fair. But we also just haven't had much time to do much music related, I reckon.
Yeah, and I think about that, and I think about our release schedule compared to other artists. I'm like, we're so fine though.
Yeah. True.
But the glow of heaven,
the power of the sun.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I think our scene knowledge is a little dated, but also, or maybe I've just been like, such out of the loop. With like, no, I actually just haven't seen that many. I think there's still heaps of gigs going on, but I haven't had time to go to them. So it's like I haven't had time to listen to who I think is like amazing and the best ever, and who I'm like who I also think is amazing and the best ever, but wouldn't be interested in collabing with. There's a few people who've been following us recently too, who are like, that's a band that I haven't.
There's a cool fashion designer who like posted their earbuds wrapped and we were on it.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
That was cool. We're hit with fashionable people, which is nice.
Yeah.
But that's not really split material. Maybe
it could be innovative. This split. Half of it is a shirt, the other half is a song.
Yeah, that's
a smart idea. There we go. You've given us a lot to work with today.
That in BoJack Horseman where they're making that movie and it ends up as a fruit basket, kind of like that.
Yes, no. If you guys are local bands, send them our way too.
Yeah,
send us like people.
Well, Dominic, I feel like there's one band that you would probably want to shout out here.
I mean, I've been hoping you'd bring it up, but Bughug is amazing.
Hell yeah!
You should check out Bughug.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
I like the name a lot.
Yeah.
I like a bug and I like a hug.
Yeah, they're definitely a very Your Arms style band.
Yeah,
it sounds like the kind of like the debut EPs of both Hey I Love You and Your Arms.
Hell yeah!
Oh yeah, nice. Yeah,
we'll check that out.
Yeah, definitely, 100%. Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah.
Jakes, you got a question?
I should have thought of one while I was preoccupied. Come back to me in a sec.
Shit, I'm trying to think of a quick, snappy question. Do you have a question I should ask you to?
Do you guys want to make a movie?
Fuck. Sure. Dominic, this is what you've been waiting for.
My film degree is finally useful.
Check out his previous work, a student film called Beat.
There you go. Well, the answer is yes, we do want to make a movie.
Yeah, we're really keen on
making it
at some point.
Yeah.
But we're so early days with that. That's such a you're all the first to hear about this.
Yeah,
hell yeah.
It's not too good too. I mean, we know we have budget.
So is it kind of going to be like the Spice Girls movie?
I don't know much about the Spice Girls movie.
Neither
The
do
Spice Girls
I,
movie
but
was
it's...
fucking...
Yeah.
Neither do I, but it's a band making a movie.
There's a famous sequence where they have a bus going over a bridge that's, going up, like as bridges do. And it's clearly like a toy bus going over a toy bridge.
Oh shit! You remember an American Sniper where they got the baby and it's very obviously a doll?
We're doing a lot of American Sniper stuff, obviously. Yeah, like the thing where he's just like shooting it, like he kills one guy and then another guy comes out and then it's like, oh, he's crying because he has to kill this. It's awesome. It's
so hear me out, and you can swap roles. I'm just kind of like pitching it. Jude does the Spice Girls. Sholto, you do American Sniper. Same time.
Yeah. Yes,
I've been toying with the idea that we need a new modern drag queen, like star, like a divine.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Just remake Priscilla Queen of the Desert. What else?
I'm just throwing ideas. I don't know, Jude. Maybe you're interested or not. I don't know.
I'll think on it.
Yeah, it could be the movie.
We have no idea what we want the movie to be like. We'd love to act in it, but we also, if we can't act, then we can't be in it.
Yeah.
We want to be the auteurs. How do you? That's it.
Auteurs. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I mean, wasn't it Crywank that had one of the members make like a kind of artsy film that went for like an hour? I think it was like Dairy Mates or something.
Oh, cool.
There you go.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
I mean, speaking of American Sniper, Clint Eastwood did cast the real people in that train movie he made, 1317 in Paris. They couldn't act, but he still cast them.
Yeah, see, that's we're not casting anyone who can't act, including ourselves, which is
so the secret is to find ways to utilize your lack of acting skills to craft situations in which your personalities still shine and it makes sense.
Film about failing actors.
I mean, you're already in Mexico. We can talk then. We can make it work. We can figure it out.
Yeah. We'll message you. I don't know if I remembered the film to great detail, but we'll have to run every single draft version by you.
Yeah,
you'll see the script in every single state.
And we're doing some storyboarding. It'll be good. Yeah.
I'm the worst stick figures you'll ever see.
Hell yeah.
Trix, have you thought of a question? That's
what was the last thing that gave you explosive diarrhea?
Anything. Anything. I've got a horribly weak stomach, and dairy and gluten, which are my two favorite things in the world.
I'm with you with dairy.
And they also kind of cover like almost everything in the world as well. So
exactly. And I could have gluten-free pasta with some vegan cheese if I was fucking hated myself and would be miserable all the time. So not doing that.
It happens either way, then, right?
Yeah.
Explosive
you deal with the consequences, or you feel bad about the consequences.
What about you?
Yeah, I was about to say I've got an iron stomach. Not really. I've got a pretty good stomach though. I don't get explosive diarrhea very often. No. Last time I did, I was like, it went on for.
It was last year.
It was last year, and it went on for like 2 days or something. And I remember going, "Oh my god, this must be how Jude." Like I was like, "How are you still alive, Jude? How do you not like actually just decided this is it?" Because it was so bad. I was like, I totally empathize. My amount of empathy, sort of for the weak stomach situation.
Yeah,
it's
a rough life.
I've always said diarrhea is a lifestyle choice.
Yeah, say something about that. Your lifestyle determines your death style.
Yeah.
I think it's time for rapid fire questions.
Yeah, I'll go back to the movie one actually, I guess, and go a bit off topic, but I guess what movie are you most excited for to watch, or what movie did you really like? If you're not excited for anything to come out over the past year.
I'm unaware of anything coming out soon because I only know about things once they've come out.
Queen of the Desert 2.
I really liked Begonia. That was kind of lit. And then Conclave I watched last night for the first time, and that was also really good. What about you?
Well, I was going to say on Jude's behalf, they watched Come and See for the first time.
Yes.
Earlier last year, and that I would think was good.
Yeah, that was very good. It's gut-wrenching.
I've already watched
watching a film, but yeah,
I need to see that.
Yeah, good one.
Mm-hmm.
Begonia, I'd say also, and then I'd say I'm gonna Avatar: Fire and Ash at the hell out of this. It's still in cinemas here. I'm so excited to watch Avatar: Fire and Ash. I love James Cameron. He can do nothing wrong ever.
I love James Cameron, but I feel like Avatar as a franchise is in direct conflict with your beliefs.
It's peak. It's peak. The whole point is direct conflict with everything,
you know,
including my beliefs.
I got another rapid fire question on that. What did you think of the crying scene in the original Avatar? You know, where the female protagonist tells the person to go away and then does one of the worst cries on film.
I do not even remember it all.
That is the only fucking thing I can remember of the first Avatar. Because she tries to cry and goes like,
I only remember everything good about it.
That's right.
Oh no, I also remember.
I
also remember unobtainium.
Yes, they called it unobtainium.
It's unobtainium is an actual scientific term.
But it sounds bad, and I would never call it that in a movie that I wrote.
Yeah, that's fair.
It was a case of I will say watching Avatar back in 2010 for the whole 3D and everything like that. That was truly at a time where 3D was seen as a pure gimmick, and then it suddenly changed to everybody was like 3D, 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 and then that's when it truly became a gimmick. I think it was actually a fun kind of movie theater experience to have the eye-popping 3D back in the day, and then when Avatar turned it into what it is now, I would say it was a gimmick, but it was genuinely visually impressive to watch back in 2010. The movie itself just sucks.
Part of the interview where people explained to people who would have been 3 when Avatar came out what it was like.
Yeah, that's nice. I was 5 years old. Wow, yeah, okay. Yeah.
Wow. Big boy.
Yeah.
So if I do end up making a little interlude for the disconnect, can I use the new single as the music?
Yes,
yeah,
we'll send you the file. We can maybe even send you some more from it. We can leak you some.
Hell
But yeah,
yeah.
we'll give you Nosebleed.
I mean, I could probably just be able to buy it by the time I'm editing that.
True.
I'm probably gonna get posted near the end of the month.
I'll send it your way though, just in case.
I appreciate it.
Trix, your question?
Sure. On the topic of the Bluff movie, who would be your dream cast as the lead?
Dreamcast is the lead.
Yeah, who would you cast as the lead? Any budget, anyone.
You know what?
What?
My choice is really lame, but I think
you got a good lame choice.
I honestly I'd get Timothy Chalamet.
I was thinking it.
He'd
Yeah.
give every single iota of self to whatever we were thinking about creating. I'm assuming this comes. He's not just in the movie. He's committed to it. He's committed to the vision.
It'll be Marty Supremo,
Yeah,
but it's Sholto.
we'll add that clause.
Yeah.
Honestly, I was more thinking about it for the Twink energy, but
yeah, sure. Why not? Yeah.
I'll go with.
Here's the question.
Fine.
Do you want to go that almost 1-to-1 route, or do you want to go so absurd that it really embodies WeWillBack?
I was expecting Nick Cage.
a lot
I'm
about,
not gonna lie.
We think about our movie a lot, even though it's so far away from being made.
Yeah.
If
we
it was
discussed this too. Yeah.
if it was Hugh Jackman and Asa Butterfield,
Yeah.
so
Actually,
far beyond the point.
hear me out on
circles
this.
back around.
Hear me out on this. I know I put out one idea, but here's the next idea. Just a one-for-one recreation of Bohemian Rhapsody, the movie, except all replaced with Bluff.
We would score the soundtrack, I think.
Yeah.
That's it.
So it's when it's them doing the multiple takes for Bohemian Rhapsody, it's just you two doing the multiple takes for I Am Who I Am, Simon.
It's having a tech issue on the song.
Yes. Yeah. And then we're both dying at the end of the film.
The fucking editing of that movie makes me cry so much.
Oh, it's so bad.
It's Taken 3 all over again. Fucking 20 edits in a simple little table scene. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Well, you also have the emotional breakup scene as well, only to and to kind of reform and play Live Aid?
I just totally remembered who my actor of choice would be.
Okay.
I'm definitely getting Conor O'Malley in this.
Hell yeah.
Conor O'Malley, because I think Conor O'Malley would fuck with our vision, whatever it is, as well.
Yeah,
and he
true.
could put a lot of
100%.
Yeah.
Now we could do Timothy Chalamet and Conan Gray. And really play up a will they, won't they kind of energy but throughout the whole marketing thing.
Yeah, that could be
for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I think we got a quick question.
Yeah, you know what? What's the worst music you've listened to in the past 2 years?
cool. Taylor Swift's latest album, Life of Showgirl. What's the one cancelled? That song was so.
I've not heard it, but I've seen the lyrics. It is not good.
I've seen the lyrics to Redwood Tree, and that's about it for that.
That one is also. It's a tie between every single song on that album, which I did listen to for some reason.
I saw more Taylor Swift during the New Year's Eve countdown than anything else in the marketing this year.
I just want to point out that it's kind of funny to bring that up, because when we did originally cover you two on this podcast, it was Yabby Time against Midnights.
Yeah.
And I think I put you two above Midnights quite favorably there.
Hell yes.
I think I did too.
Our latest album was sweet.
That was the Petite League episode where I went deep on that too.
Yeah, I think Petite League won that week due to probably being the, I guess, most properly produced album of the three.
Fair enough. Yeah, I don't know. I can't think of anything particularly atrocious I've listened to. I generally try to avoid listening to music I'm not going to enjoy.
Well, it's not just not enjoy; it's music that's bad, which I think
yeah.
You know. Sometimes I listen to music, I'm like, oh, this isn't my thing, but it's good. Still.
We went to a burger place where they had what must have been the 10-hour version of.
Oh my god!
What was it?
It's lose control, and you're not here with me.
Yeah, it's just a dumb radio pop song. It wasn't particularly.
Baby,
it's not a particularly bad song, but it was like the 10-hour version, so the entire time we were eating, it was looping seamlessly, of course.
Really? I
don't
was
know
like,
who makes that, but I hope it was somber.
That was awful. Yeah. That was not good. And then on New Year's, you were subjected to the Challenger soundtrack with no context that it was the Challenger soundtrack. Just the tennis. I
had a nightmare Uber.
Yeah.
Just this weird upbeat sort of like feel the vibe, like my heart. There were, it was New Year's spirit. I was maybe on things of New Year's variety, and I thought I was about to die in that Uber. That's the last thing I thought I was gonna hear. So yeah, that's right. That's a good choice.
I wasn't even in the Uber, and I just know that it would have been the horror.
Yeah. That's like that one fucking meme where the woman's like, "This song is just so sinister. I can't believe this Uber driver's playing it, and it's fucking like Uptown Girl."
Oh yeah.
World. That's a good song.
Trixie, you got another fun question? Or Dominic, you got one?
I'll ask one final question. You go to the petrol station. You're forced to get a zero sugar soda. What are you grabbing?
I think Coke Zero doesn't taste any different to Coke for the most part. I might go with Coke just because it's like, it's the least, this has no sugar in it, kind of no sugar version.
Yeah.
I know there's something else I'm forgetting. I mean, I imagine coconut water probably doesn't lose much when you take away the sugar. I don't really drink it for its sweetness.
Mm.
I'm always drinking Coke Zero. That's the only Coke I drink. And it means my cancer rates are like marginally higher than everyone else, I'm certain of it. So that's okay, because there's so many things giving everyone cancer.
Only for every
just wait until that Australian sun gets you.
Oh yeah, exactly.
And I really
microplastics. Who can say?
I'm excited for the microplastics.
They'll have their day. We still don't know entirely what the problem with microplastics is, but I'm hoping, in the next few years we'll have the day where the big microplastic news hits, and that's going to change the whole thing.
It makes you double infertile and also kills all your children. somehow.
I've been trying to accumulate all the microplastics in my body and shit out a $100 Amazon gift card.
Oh yes,
That's smart.
good.
That's a good
Stick
strat.
bending. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've got a good question actually. Only referring to stuff that you've released, so not any of the pending projects and stuff. What would you say is the song that you look back on the most positively, and what's the song that you look back on the most negatively out of all the stuff you've released?
Okay.
So I think we got the same negative one.
Okay, you go first.
The Claustrophobia Pop, hate song? No,
The one-
love song.
Love song's
The
the
one
one
that-
that I hate.
Yeah. I'm
Claustrophobia Pop love song sounds so shit.
Claustrophobia love song. I'm not a fan of either. I'm gonna say.
But Claustrophobia Pop hate song, funnily enough, Claustrophobia Pop hate song may be my favorite song of ours. It was the second song we ever made, and I think it kicks ass. But actually, I also really like, and I know this was one that you three, I recall, weren't too big on when you were talking about the album. I really like Eternity from Estrellita. It's maybe one of those two.
I like Ga. Ga is the one that I go back to.
Ga
It's
is
like
really
the
good.
6
I think
Yeah.
Gug was one of the ones that Dominic loved from the self-titled.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, that's probably the one I go back to. I'm like,
Although-
that's so.
I did hear the word "gun." This is a question I can't believe I fucking didn't ask yet. Jude, you put out an album called "Gun."
Oh yeah. I didn't even make the connection. Yeah, we like our noises that involve go.
Go.
Yeah, we all go. You know, we have our fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you literally put that out about a month
yeah,
ago
true,
at this point. So this is actually a pretty fresh project that you've done.
Oh shit, we gotta cover that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, it was kind of started off as more of like a personal vent project, and then I kind of liked some of the sounds, and then I shared it. I didn't do much promo for it. It's still like, as far as a solo project goes, there's a lot more I want to do. There's a lot more sort of like a refined thing. But yeah, it leans more into that sort of like trap and bedroom pop rather than the sort of screamy stuff. But I had fun with it. I think the single I put out for it is probably the best one, and it's kind of blaffy with its second half being a weird, distorted thing. But yeah, that's just another thing going on. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So I have industry rules on my general playlist, and my friend listened to it in the car once, and their response was kind of like all right, that was interesting.
Perfect. That's what we have to avoid.
Yeah.
Then we went to
All
Waffle
right.
House.
Our music should make people think, but not in like a sort of, this is a real deep. It should make people think in like I'm confused about what's going on.
Yeah. The thinker.
It's a thing. It's a what?
I mean, I'd say general reaction though to your music, as we do joke about how inaccessible it is. I feel like, especially with the scenes that I go around in, there is genuine discussion that happens around your two's albums. Some of it being people respecting what you're doing, but also saying that it's not a sound for them. I have friends who actually kind of really enjoyed the self-titled as well, but didn't like Estrellita because they just didn't like the trap sounds going on. So it feels like shitpost aside, there is a genuine actual interest happening in your music from those listening.
Yeah. I think as we alluded, there is someone who every now and then we check our Spotify artists, and there is like 600 streams overnight, and then we check their last FM, and there's a big thing about like, by the way, I do not bot my streams, I just get really into songs, and we're like, this person's dope. But I mean, it's cool that our music reaches people in a way that is good. But
it's good to make something into. It's good to make something and have people react to it in a way that's positive, and also make it something that people have attached meaning to and have meaning.
Yeah,
to,
I mean, with Penn Island, before Self-Titled came out, one of our friends told us that his sibling, listened to one of the Penn Island and had a little cry, and I think that was one of the best things I've ever heard. And it's kind of rude to say about someone crying, but it meant a lot that it touched someone in any way.
And also because like that, his sibling wasn't really someone I would have expected.
No.
Like it's just like you just really don't really realize who your music's gonna reach, I guess.
Yeah.
I find that funny, someone crying to the Pickle Rick sample. Like, I obviously, I can understand a lot in there, and I'm obviously not trying to make fun of the person, but that feels really surreal.
Yeah,
I would have forgot that I'm an evangelist of the non-Pickle Rick version. But
yeah.
Interesting.
It's a
dividing line, yeah.
The atmospheric guitar, I think, is one of your best moments on that song. That texture is so... I can understand in a way why someone would cry.
Dominic's about to break down the song now. Alright, Dominic, do you have any more rapid-fire questions?
Why don't you post your lyric? I was totally going to hit you with a lyric question. I couldn't find anything.
Yeah, we totally should. Someone put all of Yabby Time onto Genius.
We just like wait for people to do that for us.
Yeah, I think every time we do a release, I'm like, I'm taking some of the lyrics down, like I'm writing them down. I'm like, fuck, I gotta upload these because I'd like people can't hear the lyrics. I think with our upcoming album, potentially people would be able to have a fair shot at transcribing and get things 90% correct, unlike Yabby Time or some of self-titled. But yeah, it would be nice. I might go through when I have like a free afternoon and put all the lyrics up on Bandcamp. And Genius need to have Genius is weird. You gotta have 500 IQ to suggest songs that then get. It's a sort of gated process. That we hope someone who likes our music also is a verified Genius annotator or something.
To bring them up again, the annotations for Two House are incredible. I suggest looking that up.
Okay. I always think about the classic snowing one of I did some funny things with my best friend Patrick, and the annotation's like, this is about sexual experimentation, and then snowing comes in and goes, no, we were just doing drugs. But it's a cowardly response.
You know what? It's all about that's still about sexual experimentation at the end of the day.
But yeah, I think about that one a lot.
I did some funny things.
I gotta post that LMFAO Genius annotation again at some point. It was surprisingly good for such a shitpost of a band. And shitpost isn't even the right word, just shit show.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
That's an important distinction, because if it's shitpost, that means that WeWillLookBackAtYouAndLoveYouForever is the LMFAO of Aussie Scrams, but I don't want to say that.
No.
Wow. I take that. I take that and hold it in my heart.
A lot like an uncle.
Yeah.
Do
I think they're an uncle nephew duo. I don't think they're like an uncle nephew.
I mean,
so which one of you has the record connection?
Now, who's wearing the sunglasses?
You.
I do. Yeah, I've got sunglasses.
It should be mentioned there is a very clear distinction though between a shit post and a shit show, because whilst they're both shit, I feel like a shit post is at least made with the right intentions and it has the heart. Yes. Whilst the shit show just doesn't have that.
A shitpost has hidden layers that you can attribute things to, that if you want to be really smart, you can break down endlessly.
That's right.
100%.
Yeah. Our music is actually really smart.
Yeah, And
I mean, I know I definitely came with the term of calling you guys shitpost emo the first time I heard it, which I stand by with Yabby Time. There was definitely quite a lot of samples in that I would call shitposting, outside of AI Peter Griffin. The fact that you just have Neverment playing halfway through that song, I think it's a good,
about that.
Yeah, it's a good intention. But I also think of the Captain Jazz album that came out a couple of years after, where that is definitely an album which I would say has a lot of shitpost qualities in it as well, but it's still quite a good album. They had microphones in 3030, which had the that kind of trap ending which talks about mum jeans and shit in there. And said it's like, Dad, I've got some questions. What tuning do you play in? That's definitely done as a meme towards the whole emo stuff, but it also has that same kind of heart or something that kind of makes it good shit posting, not a shit show.
Yes.
Which also shout out to Doug Kinsella, because I believe they've also done some help as well in Def Pop. I believe actually, I think they did some stuff with Waddington, didn't they, Dominic?
Oh, I don't know offhand.
I swear there was. I swear there was actually like a connection there.
Maybe. I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, rest in peace, Depth Pop.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, that's right. Depth Pop is gone.
Yeah.
Trix, do you only have the one question left?
Yeah, I think we just have the one question.
I'll just ask one quick final rapid fire, which has not been that rapid anyway. And I probably asked this the last time, but if I have, we'll get an updated answer. What's your favorite Pokemon?
Yes, Oshawott, I knew that was coming. Oshawott, still Oshawott. I think I said Oshawott last time. I should have. If I didn't, I fucked up. Oshawott, I'm ride or die Oshawott fan.
I can't remember if I might have even said Charizard.
Yeah, you said Charizard.
But honestly, it's Squirtle. I was completely lying.
Both water starters. We're both Cancer, we're both in July, both water starters.
It's all about Squirtle. And Squirtle, yeah. Not even going to get into the layers.
So we're wondering who wears the sunglasses. It's Sholto.
That's
yeah.
There you go.
Squirtle Squad.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, yeah, not that kind of shit.
Yeah.
And so for the final question, we have asked this one before. But it might have changed. The answer might have changed. And that is, what is your ideal sandwich?
You know, did I answer the same thing? I might even be answering the same thing. That Jake's sandwich from fucking...
I was just
thinking that
last time.
Are we predicting?
Yeah.
That's still my ideal sandwich, though. Can't change my ideals. Well, I can.
Fair enough.
I'm kind of basic. I do love. I just fucking love a sandwich.
Yeah,
spent a lot of time realizing this the last few years. A good deli sandwich is just amazing.
It's the best thing ever.
But I also just, if we do like the basics, if we went to what you get at 7-Eleven, I like the egg salad ones, as in the.
Yeah.
I like egg in a sandwich. I like an egg.
You're just choosing like the one that's gonna kill your stomach the most.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
Like, yeah,
It's really.
I need to ask
Grilled
now
cheese.
for Jolto, because you cook a lot and I've started cooking more. Do you just have the want to just put things on bread when you're done? Just like, I can't fucking I don't want to play, just fucking put it in bread.
Sometimes, yeah, 100%. Well, you make like a curry or something, and you're like, oh, I forgot, I have to do like rice with this too. Like that's a whole, not even that complicated. But I'm lazy as hell, and I'm like, let's just pop it on some bread, Or you make a ragu, and you're like, I can pop that on bread. I could put anything in. You could bread anything, and it would be
You
good.
can.
Like I did fish and eggs today. I'm like, fuck, I'm sick of eating bread. I'm done.
Yeah,
so just eat it easily.
Exactly. That's what I admire about Italian cuisine, because you look at an arancini ball, and it's just a leftover risotto, leftover ragu, and then they just went like, well, let's just fucking put that together and then deep fry it. Like that's awesome. Yeah, I would also come up with that.
Hell
well, no, I probably wouldn't, but I wish I would have wished that I came up with it.
All right.
Well.
Yeah, that's another great long interview with you two.
Another great interview.
Always a pleasure having you two on.
Thank you so much for having us.
Obviously, we're talking about the album coming out as one of the plugs of this interview. But if there's anything you two would like to plug, please say so now.
The glorious collected works of both Marx and Engels,
yes,
of course.
100%. Yeah. Althusser. That's
okay. Yeah, we're Althusser now.
To understand Marx and Engels, you must read Althusser.
And then outside of that, well, a lot of our friends' bands keep disappearing or reappearing. I'm worried I'll shout out the defunct band. We have Mia. I can't remember if her band is her full name.
But no, she does do self.
Yeah. And then Salem's Curry Dallas has some new shit coming out. That's
I think they were another one that was gonna retire.
Yeah, it stayed around a while though. And then I don't know. There's too many people, and I feel bad that I'm forgetting everyone ever. But
I was about to say, just everyone go outdoors and go to shows that are happening locally just for fun. That's my plug. My plug is the world of music.
The world just opened up behind you when you said that.
Yeah. That's right.
The sun is just piercing through a small spot in the
world,
just filling the whole room.
Yeah.
No, it's perfect. I love it.
Yes.
Anyway,
that's it.
What's the name again? Shit. Just Dance 2017. At the end of January, probably most likely.
That's right.
There should be a music video for Newsbleed.
Yes,
the single coming out in a few days. and then
Which should be out by the
it's
time
gonna
this
be an
interview is out. So
yes,
Yeah.
go
true,
stream
yeah.
it.
Yes. Go stream
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, and hopefully
Thank
everyone
you.
enjoys the album. It's good. It's a bit different, but it's also the same. But it's also new, and it's also
It's
strange.
dialectical.
Yeah,
Is what I
yeah.
was describing.
I
It's-
think people will like it.
2026 in a nutshell.
Yes.
Hell
That's
yeah.
quite
So
simple.
far.
It has been, yeah,
It's
yeah,
not been
yeah.
a good year. I'm dreading the rest of it, but
Telling me.
Just dance.
Thank you, Jude. Thank you, Sholto, so much for coming back.
Thank
and
you
I
for
look
coming
forward to the
back.
third time in a couple years, whenever or sooner. Who
Yes.
knows? All right. Take care. Bye bye.
Excited.
Bye.
Bye.